Good morning and welcome to Tea Time with Tanya. I'm Tanya. How you doing today? Today is Monday, the 31st of October 2022. Happy Samhain, happy Halloween, happy All Hallows Eve. Guys, tomorrow is Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, the day that we give honor to our ancestors and those who have gone before us. Guys, take a moment and remember those who gave us life, who gave us a chance to be in this realm. Let's remember those who came before us, all right? Let's start today off with a blessing. Dear universe, dear creator, dear spirit guides, give us, the collective, a blessing for this All Hallows Eve. Oh, we get the blessing of letting go. Free yourself from negative entanglements by letting go of emotional ties, beliefs, and outdated ways of thinking that no longer serve you. You have the power. That which you let go will transform into an endless blessing. Namaste. Let me read this again. Look at this card, guys. The blessing of letting go. Free yourself from negative entanglements by letting go of emotional ties, beliefs, and outdated ways of thinking that no longer serve you. You have the power. That which you let go will transform into an endless blessing. Namaste. Oh my goodness, guys. Y'all, I have got lots of questions, so this ain't going to be a short show. All right. Let's go ahead and get it started. Okay, first thing I want to do, you guys know how passionate I am about caring for our homeless brothers and sisters. Guys, my very own sister in Maryland has a diesel truck that is outfitted with showers and toilets, and it's called April Showers, and it is for the homeless to be able to have a place to go where they can use the facilities and get clean. Guys, my sister provides everything: the space, towels, soap, lotion, everything that they need. Please, she's doing this out of her pocket, and she's created this organization. So if you can, even if you can only donate $1, please, guys, go to aprilshowers.org and help out there. Or Cash App April Showers. I know this is backwards on the screen, but it's April Showers, April spelled with a Y. Guys, please go and help out our homeless brothers and sisters, to help them at least have some dignity in getting clean. I thank every one of you. I thank every one of you. Okay, getting right in. My first question is from Ilyn Ferry, and Ilyn would like to know, what will be the outcome of the war in Ukraine? Will this end Vlad? Will the war in Ukraine be the end of Vlad? Yes, the answer to that is a resounding yes. When this is all over with, and unfortunately, I'm not sure Vlad will still be in the realm of the living when it is over. But everybody must understand, this is Vlad's swan song. Okay, this is Vlad's swan song. This is all about him doing what he can to try to show the world who he is. He was flexing, trying to show his might. And what he did was show his weakness. and he put his country on blast. And now his countrymen are turning against him. Yes, Ilyn, the outcome of the war, the outcome of the war will be that it was an unjustifiable war. He had no reason, right to invade another country. He committed war crimes. He is committing war crimes. The outcome will be that he will be found guilty. Whether he is alive or dead, he will be found guilty of crimes against humanity. But in the same breath, the European Union should also be found guilty of refusing to protect the world against evil. This tribalism is what has us here. This everybody taking sides against everyone else. Who deserves to live? Who deserves water? Who deserves food? Who deserves clean air? This is the fight that we are in right now, guys. Who deserves what? And it's not a fight that we should be in. Every one of us on this planet receive the bounty that this planet has to offer. This planet does not charge us room and board. This planet does not charge us for the water we drink or the air we breathe. The sun does not charge us for the warmth it provides us, for providing nutrients to the crawling things on the earth and the things that grow from her. The earth charges us nothing to live here, to use her resources. Mankind has taken that gift and perverted it. Mankind charges you for the water you drink that Gaia gives us freely. Mankind charges you for the sun, for the rays of the sun that man has no control over, to put a little power bank on your roof, to harness energy. Man wants to charge you for that which man did not give you. We have to understand why we're in the state that we are in and understand what we are supposed to learn while we're here, because this is what it is all about. It's not about who dies with the most stuff. It's not about who can acquire the most money during their lifetime. What we are here to do is to learn how to live connected with each other, with other people, with other species, to be one with nature instead of being at odds with it. Because if we were one with nature, all of our needs, we wouldn't have to worry. There would be no poverty because everyone would eat. There would be no homelessness because there would be shelter for everyone. We've gone against nature, building concrete cities on Gaia's fertile earth, covering up the things that could bring forth bounty. We concrete them over. We tar them over. We rip the trees out of the earth, that which gives us clean air. We rip it out of the earth to make boxes and paper. We wipe our behinds with sentient beings. Okay? Understand what mankind has done to be at odds with nature. And then you can understand why this global warming and this change is necessary for Gaia's survival. All right? My next question is from JRock41326. What is with the rise of black ultra-conservatives? Oh my goodness, this is an excellent question, J-Rock. What is up with the rise of black ultra-conservatism? What you are seeing is the turning. Guys, this is the bastardization of logic. This is black people running to the oppressor, speaking the language of the oppressor, taking the flag of the oppressor. And yeah, I gotta talk about Candace and Kanye again, walking around with them White Lives Matter t-shirts on. And I'm not gonna say anything about their personal beliefs. They have the right to believe anything they want to. They have the right to be as ignorant as they want to. And in this country, they have the right under the First Amendment to say anything they want. It doesn't stop them from the consequences of those words and actions. Kanye went from being a billionaire. He's no longer a billionaire. He has lost his contracts with Balenciaga, with Adidas, with just about everybody. Now Ye only has his own, and he has to peddle it, just like My Pillow guy. The man lost his billions messing around with old Donnie Boy. Guys, this is the un-Midas touch, okay? That's what Donnie has. Everything Donnie touches turns to pure crap, okay? It tarnishes. It does not turn into gold. That's why he desires gold so much, because once he puts his little finger on it, it has lost its value. And that's what he has done to so many people. Kanye is another victim of old Donnie Boy, just like Sidney Powell, just like Mike Lindell, the My Pillow guy. Lost their fortunes. Some may lose their freedom taking up the cause for Donnie, standing up for the lie. And a lot of people are talking about, Kanye's anti-Semitism. Like I said, the man has the right to believe anything he wants to believe. But we know, we've watched Kanye slide into madness. Over the last decade, we have watched him go from genius to psychopath. Just like we have watched others under the umbrella of 45 devolve the exact same way. All this lying, the posturing, the acting that these people have to do. You have to work at upholding a lie. You have to remember every word you've ever said. That's why it's so easy to spot a liar, because their story changes. And that's what the GOP has been doing. They keep adding to their story, but they can't remember what they say. And they wind up tripping over their own ideology. So what is with the rise of black ultra-conservatism? We have a group of people who see wealth, who see money and power as something that you can only have if you are white. And the black ultra-conservatives will do anything they can to have a piece of that pie, because they believe that their blackness is a hindrance. So they literally sell themselves out, trying to demelanate themselves so that they can be accepted by the oppressor, so that they can feel like they stand on an equal footing with those who will laugh at them behind their back, who do laugh at them behind their back. What do you think the people around Herschel Walker do as soon as they are away from him? How many parties do you think happen with Herschel Walker's antics being the entertainment for the conservatives? They want low energy, low vibration, uneducated, black people who will speak against their own best interests. That's what makes them so lovable to the ultra-conservative. Because you get people playing the stereotype that you want. If you don't think that Herschel Walker is not the step and fetch it, the Uncle Tom, then you haven't been paying attention. Okay? It's about power. It's about the want of power. It's about hating yourself so much that you will deny who you are and take up the words and the hatred of those who oppressed you to make you feel better about yourself. I hope that answers your question, J. Rock. My next question is from Diane DL. Will the GOP ever be held accountable for cheating in Texas, Florida, and Georgia? And we're talking about the 2020 election, obviously. Will it ever come to light that there was cheating in the 2020 election, that these states have are planning to cheat again? Will the GOP ever be held accountable for the cheating in Florida, Georgia, and Texas? And guys, we know it was, because otherwise Stacey Abrams would be governor already. They've changed the rules. They've changed everything to ensure that they win. Here we go. Will the GOP ever be held accountable for cheating? Turn it over. My deck was upside down. Yes, it will come out. Guys, but this stuff is going to come out. It's going to come out. There will be an end to the GOP, and it's coming. But it is going to be after we have fought through all of this stuff. There are hard times coming. They are going to try to hold on to power as long as they possibly can. But they are already fighting this losing battle. They will be brought to account. All the things that they have done in the dark will be brought out. I have to look at this because we get the moon in reverse, and I want to read what this card means. The moon in reverse. This is instability, inconsistency, silence, deception, and error. Guys, yes, the GOP will fall. Yes, they will be held to account. Yes, we will, at some point, sanity will retake the United States. But guys, we have got to go through it to get to it. Because these guys aren't just going to lay down and say, okay, we know we have been bad. We know we've done wrong. We know that we have lied, that we've stolen, and that we've cheated, that we have tried to oppress people. Guys, we have got to go through it to get to it. So for change to happen, this old system has got to be destroyed. And that is what's coming up. But this is worldwide. We are not alone in this changing. What is happening now is happening all over this globe. Like I keep saying, do not be afraid. The old system must collapse so that the new, better system can rise like a phoenix from the ashes of this dead and decaying thing that wants to bring us into complete servitude of man, into complete and utter slavery, mental and physical, because that's what it's going. They're taking away basic rights. They're taking away freedom of speech. All of this to one end, and that is so that you are completely controlled. If you do not see the Supreme Court trying to turn America into North Korea, into Russia, into any type of country that is ruled under the thumb of one person or one party, then you haven't been paying attention. Okay. So, yes, Diane, the GOP will be, at some point, held accountable for what they have done, where they're cheating. My next question is from Denny T. Dr. John Campbell, Boston virus. Oh, my goodness. Boston virus, Dr. John Campbell. And I didn't write a whole question out here, so I'm going to have to rely on my memory. Okay. John Campbell and a Boston virus. Okay, Denny, I am so sorry. Could you please resubmit that question so that I can write it down more completely? I think I had an idea of when I wrote it down, and then now I can't remember what it's about. So, Denny, if you could just rewrite that question about Dr. John Campbell, I'll answer it on Wednesday. Okay. Ann H. How will Fetterman do against Oz in the election? How will Fetterman do against Oz? We'll do a 3-card draw on both of them, guys. I feel confident Fetterman will beat Dr. Oz. I feel confident let's ask. We'll do Fetterman on the right, Oz on the left. 3-card draw. Fetterman. Oz. Okay, guys, here it is. Fetterman's going to win. He is going to win, even though he's got the coffin card, the four of swords. Let me read you the 4 of swords. This is vigilance, retreat, solitude, hermit's repose, exile, tomb, coffin. But that's behind him. I think this is his illness. But he is going to overcome his illness, and he is going to be victorious. What we got for Dr. Oz, we got the wands. The Ace of Wands in reverse. This is fall, decadence, ruin, clouded joy. We've got old Donnie boy right here with all the money. But this is Dr. Oz too. This is a rich. Oz is an oligarch. Dr. Oz is an oligarch. And we need to start calling American oligarchs so that people can identify who they are. Elon Musk is an oligarch, okay? We need to start calling them as we are. But here's the second no for old Dr. Oz. He gets the 3 of swords. This is heartbreak. He will be sad because his butt got beat, okay? Guys, stop worrying. Fetterman will win his race in Pennsylvania. Do not worry. Okay, next question is from Mickey J. What is the fate of the student loan deal? Guys, the Republicans are doing everything they can to keep poor people poor, to keep students in debt for the rest of their life. You want to know why? Because if you carry student debt when you're 65, guess what you cannot receive? If you have student debt, you cannot receive your Social Security. No, you cannot. Until you have paid off your student debt, they will withhold your Social Security payment. This is another great big reason why the Republicans do not want people's student loan debts paid off, because then all those people will be fully eligible to receive all that money that they have paid into over their lifetime to aid them in their old age. Understand, the GOP is about taking away from people. The Democratic Party is about giving to. What do you want? Do you want to take away from everybody, or do you want everybody to have a little something? Because this is where we are. This is the us against them that they have created. And people, please understand, the people who are on the Republican side, The majority of the ordinary people who are still stuck in Republican are only listening to those that are shouting, are being drawn down these dark corridors filled with lies and fantasy. Even though they live through the same time that we live through, it's always easier to blame somebody else when you haven't done what you're supposed to do. So, a lot of people jumping on the bandwagon of the GOP is because they could not just be selfless for a little while and found that it is more fun and lucrative to be mean and nasty and tribal, because this is what it is. This is tribalism. And that's why I can't join that new website, because of the name. Guys, words matter. Words matter. And when you sign on to something that says, that is calling itself tribal, you are separating yourself even further. Okay? And it may be for good cause. It may. I don't know. I will not investigate it, because words matter. And I won't associate myself with tribalism. Period. Okay? So, again, words matter. Be careful what you associate and assign yourself to. Okay? Just like Twitter. Like I told y'all, Elon took Twitter because everybody's identity is cash money. So the biggest social platform next to Facebook is Twitter. Okay? Hundreds of millions of people all around the world subscribe to this platform. And what do they give? He has your phone number. He has your handle. He has your IP address. If it's on your phone, he's put tracking software in there. Well, Twitter already did. Has tracking software in there. Knows if you use your phone to pay, wherever you go, you are tracked. Every penny you spend is tracked. It's like somebody's watching a motion film of you. Okay, that is what Elon has done. Well, what he has purchased. And the reason why is because your information is valuable. Your digital account is cash money for all the 1%. This is how they target you for advertisements. Your phone listens to you. Why, when you're talking about, gee, I would like an ice cream, all of a sudden, everything in your feed is telling you where you can go get some ice cream. We are being digitally tracked. We are being physically tracked. That is why there are cameras everywhere. Your data is money. Elon wants all of it. Okay. But what is the fate of the student loan? I got all the way off of that because, oh my goodness. What is the fate of the student loan? Will the student loan debt be paid off? Will the student loan debt go through? Yes, guys. The student loan is going to go through because it was made to help people. The Republicans don't want to help people. But yes, here it is right there. The student loan will go through. The Republicans are going to fight it and fight it and fight it and fight it. And they're going to fight it to the bitter end, but it will go through. The Republicans will fail. They will not be able to take it away. but they are going to fight it because they don't want regular, ordinary people to even get a foothold into stability. And that's what it's all about. This is greed and avarice, guys. My next question is from Phyllis Levine. A lot of people are suddenly getting cancer. Why? And how to prepare? Why? Because everything that we eat, drink, and breathe is contaminated. Number one. Us as Americans have, as an industrialized nation, have some of the worst, number one, eating habits. America is one of only 3 countries that allows drug companies to target to advertise directly to patients. Everywhere else in the world, that's illegal. You're not a doctor. So you going to the doctor and asking the doctor, hey, doc, give me this drug that has 27 side effects that your doctor probably has no idea about. This is how people get hurt with medicine. If you don't think that the American population is guinea pigs, that the Europeans are getting data from Americans who are using these drugs, who dies, who gets sick, that all gets compiled. So Americans are the guinea pigs for when the better drug, because the European Union does not allow a whole bunch of stuff to come from America over there, especially our drugs and fast food. Why? Because we're not regulated the way that we should be, because we allow money precedence over science, because we have allowed so much corruption into every aspect of our government that other countries have to be very careful on what they import from us. That's why Subway bread is not considered Subway bread. They will not allow it in Europe. It's considered a pastry because it has so much sugar in it. And Americans are brainwashed into thinking, oh, I'm eating Subway, I'm eating healthy. You're eating diabetes. Okay? All right. That's why a lot of people are suddenly getting sick, is because everything has been deregulated. There is more pollution. Our air, our water, our soil. There is a reaction to that. And this is part of us pulling our heads out of the sand and saying, yes, this is what's going on. This is what has been going on for decades in plain sight. Okay, and this whole thing with the gas and oil and everybody's going to be forced into buying electric. Gas is a huge polluter. But what do you think a whole bunch of lithium-ion batteries in the earth is going to do? It is going to harm us way, way worse than oil and gas. And that's a fact. Because those batteries are toxic. And when they die, they can explode like bombs. And they have to be stored somewhere. And what do you think mankind is going to do? They're going to dig a hole. They're going to throw it in there. And they're going to contaminate this planet further. Okay? All right? Let's understand. Next question is from Beautiful Girl. Kansas City PD. Oh, this is a big one. Oh my goodness. There was a serial killer in Kansas City. Kansas City Police Department ignored black women. Ignored them. A couple of people had escaped and tried to get this guy locked up. So, Kansas City PD ignored black people's claims of a serial killer. Did Haslett Jr. kidnap and kill other women? Yes, beautiful girl. Yes, he did. And the Kansas City PD, we need to talk about. Let me put these cards down. Universe, spirit guides, please speak freely through me about Kansas City PD and the serial killer. The first thing we have to understand that this person was known to the PD, known to them. They did nothing because he was doing their work for them. Kansas City PD is one of the most corrupt police departments in the United States. Killing people, innocent people, targeting people, beating people, and mainly people of color, being quick to draw down and shoot black people, being quick to draw down on black children doing nothing but playing, abusing power on a regular basis. This is what this organization is. So they ignored because they knew. The only time that they made the arrest is when they didn't have a choice but to. They knew Haslett, and they did not investigate him thoroughly. They knew. They knew his ideology. They knew everything about him. He was a prime suspect. And the powers that be let him be. Okay? Understand. The world can be a shady, dark, evil place. And remember that the police department was only created to catch runaway slaves, to harm black people, because that's what they were. It was a lynch mob. It was a militia. The police is a militia lynch mob made to keep black people subservient. Know your history. We never had a use for police before that. We had sheriffs. Those were the elected officials. Not people who could just show up, do 6 weeks of training, get a gun and a badge and immunity, and get turned out into the population. 6 weeks for some police departments, and a high school or GED is all you need to get a badge, a gun, and qualified immunity. Here's another one about the Kansas City police. Did Golubsky, the retired Kansas City police detective, kill anyone? This is a person who was found guilty for sexually assaulting black women and threatening to kill them. Yet this is all crimes against black people, all by the Kansas City Police Department. Will Golubsky, they allowed this guy to retire. Did he kill anyone? Did Golubsky kill anyone? He was a rapist. And he threatened these women. Yes, first card. Yes, he did. Will he be brought to justice? Yes, he will be found out and brought to justice for murder. Yes, yes, beautiful girl. Yes, he did, and he will be brought to justice for it. Okay, my next question is from Must Be Heard. This is going back to old Elon. How will Twitter go for Elon? What will become of Twitter? Will it prosper and grow, or will it stagnate and die? Twitter. What is the fate of Twitter? We got the Empress, Secrets and Mystery. Pregnant with possibility. Here we go. Oh, the devil is in the details. Oh my goodness, guys. We got death, the devil, and judgment. Ooh, This is not good. This is not good. This is not good at all. Okay, guys. Woo! Elon. Elon may be about to be forced to face a little bit of karma with his purchase. Because in the end, if the people deactivate their accounts, he owns a whole bunch of nothing. But here it is, this big old move of Elon's to buy Twitter. This is a fated move. This could be the end of Twitter as we know it, of the platform being what it was. Yeah, Elon might just completely destroy this platform doing what he's about to do. Yeah, he's gonna let Donnie Boy back on. That was his one, and that's his biggest thing. And understand why he's gonna let Donnie on. He needs Donnie on Twitter so that when he makes the call for his little civil unrest, for his America riot, he needs a platform to where everybody can be notified at once. Since not enough people are on Truth Social, since not enough people are on any of these other right-wing platforms to where they can just send out a call worldwide for people to become riotous. Judgment is going to come for Elon. I feel like there's going to be some problems with securities and exchanges. There are some underhanded things that were done. There were some documents, some financial things that were left out. Elon's going to be left holding the bag. He's going to be left holding a whole lot of nothing at the end. But guys, again, he is in partnership. He is not doing this in a vacuum. He is in partnership with some bad dudes. This is another attempt to steal democracy. But this is giving him the horn to sound the alarm. And that's what he's going to do. He is going to allow 45 right back on the platform so that they can rebuild his base, so that they can regroup and restructure. He's the megaphone. And he just gave it to Donnie. He gave Donnie his platform back because Twitter is what made Donnie Donnie. And when he lost it, Donnie floundered. Elon has given it back. Okay. Diane DL would like to know about real estate in Ontario, Canada. Will affordable housing improve in Ontario, Canada? Will affordable housing improve in Ontario, Canada? It's going to take a while. Again, Canada is attached to the rest of the world just like everybody else is. So in the end, when things are back in balance, it will change. But not until then. Guys, again, this old system has got to die. And all this pricing out, this price gouging, this shrinkflation, inflation, this robbery that is being done to us, the cost of living, the cost of gas, everything going up, 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 knowing, and wages flat as a pancake. This is to harm all of us. This system, we have got to get out of this system before we get relief, guys. And again, I hate to say it, but we have to go through collapse to rebuild. And we are in the collapsing stage. So nothing to be afraid of. You will just roll merrily along as you are now. But just be prepared and understand that everything, the price tag on everything is going to go up until we snap out of this cycle that we are in. And this is a cycle. And guys, it's not a long cycle, but it is a painful cycle because everyone is going to be forced to reevaluate what we put value in, what is really important to our lives and our livelihood, what stuff we really need and what stuff we can do without. And once we get through that, once we turn that corner, our lives will change. Our world will change because our consciousness will have changed. And that's what is happening right now. All of these terrible things are happening to force us to change our consciousness, to force us to see things as they are, not as we hope them to be, but as they are, so that we can avoid the same pitfalls when we're forced with them again. All right? My next question is from Cory Ray. Will the GOP be taken down? Yes. Also, Cory wanted to know about Sean Hannity's town halls. Sean Hannity, Mr. Fox News, is going around the country holding town hall meetings. This is cultism. This is to reinforce the lie. This is to give the people the talking points because it is a script. Everything is scripted. They have no policies. They are saying that they are not saying that they are going to improve the United States at all. Their whole platform is to take away a woman's right to her body, to take away people's right to free travel, to take away Social Security, to take away Medicare and Medicaid and Medicare. The GOP is about taking your rights away from you. Sean Hannity is on a United States tour, speaking lies and laying out his talking points so that the lemmings know what to say, know what to shout. And then they go on, and the funniest part is they go on and tell those same people not to be sheep. Don't be sheep. Don't just blindly follow. Don't just blindly follow. But that's exactly what they're doing. Guys, the book 1984. The book 1984, guys, we are living in it. The last thing is, the last thing they said is, don't believe what your eyes see. Don't believe what your ears hear. Don't believe that. Only believe what your Almighty tells you. And I'm not talking about God. I'm talking about dear leader, whoever that might be. We are being programmed and conditioned to be human robot slaves, to wake up, work, sleep, and stay under constant control. If you have not read the book 1984, I urge you to. There's a movie. Watch the movie. Watch the movie. I believe it's on YouTube. Watch the movie. It will be enlightening because then you can see exactly. You will be able to follow the timeline of where this started and where we are now. Okay? All right. But yeah, the GOP will be taking it down. Jules C. Kanye. Oh my goodness. And we got to talk about this boy. But the one thing that I am going to keep saying is that we have to understand that with Kanye, we are dealing with a person who is mentally ill. Period. Full stop. Who is being taken advantage of. Another one that the ultra-conservatives laugh at as soon as they are out of a shot because they have got us, the darkies, doing their bidding. And that is just the ultimate of glee and joy. The Candaces, the Clarences, the Herschels, the Kanyes. Guys, they are a small group, but they are loud. And the only reason that we know about them is because they are loud and because the mainstream media keeps them in our face so that we cannot get away from them. But that is not the consensus of everyone. For those of us who can see, we understand what they are. They've been with us forever. And that's why we have the term Uncle Tom. Okay? It is what it is. It is what it is. But Kanye is ill. And I can't just keep ragging on him because he believes what he says. And again, I'm not here to pick on people. But I will call them out when they do things wrong. But I'm not just going to sit here and keep picking on Kanye. I'm tired of saying his name. Okay. Will Dems ask people to be poll watchers or to counteract the MAGA crowd? Yes. Yes. I am already signed up for stuff. Yes. 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 And guys, volunteer. Volunteer. Call your local DNC. DNC. Call them. See where they need help. See what they need you to do. See where they could use a helping hand. I'm doing a phone bank on election day. I done already stood out in the sun, just helping people to go the right way and offer them coffee and donuts after they voted. So guys, it costs nothing to get involved. It costs you nothing, but it can help save our democracy if we are as active as they are. Put down your fear. If you want to help this country turn the corner, get out of your seat, get off your butt, go volunteer, go help where you can. Whether you are on a walker, in a wheelchair, got one leg or two, if you can move your left foot, get up and do something. Even if the only thing you can do is phone bank. Phone bank. Ain't gonna hurt you at all. Ain't gonna cost you a penny. But it can help save our democracy. Talk to young people. Talk to old people. Talk to people. Don't tell them how to vote. Just encourage them to vote. So that people can use this last bastion that we have. And that is our vote, guys. And it is fleeing fast because they are trying to take this right away from us. So while we still have a voice, guys, we have got to go out and round up and become just as excited and loud about saving democracy, about turning this ship around and making the world a hospitable place for everyone. We've got to all get involved. This is the test. What are you going to do? Because when you're asked at that final day, what did you do? When you're faced with your own judgment and you are asked, what did you do? How will you answer? All right, guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. Prepare for this weather coming up. Prepare, prepare, prepare. We got another about an 8 or 9 day stretch where it's going to be ginning up. We're going to have some crazy weather across the Midwest and the northern tier. And we've got a whole bunch of activity happening down in the Caribbean and in the Gulf. So be prepared for all kinds of wet stuff. Okay, and prepare for snow. If you are in an area to where it is snowy, prepare for snow. Also, bugs. There might be some type of bug in some type of weird bug thing happening to where like a swarm of bugs. I don't know where. I just see bugs. So, guys, prepare because there may be some type of bug thing going on. where there's just like the cicadas, probably something like that. But yeah, I see a whole bunch of bugs gonna be around. All right, guys. All right. All right. Oh, I missed a question. I missed two questions. This question is from Rost. Will the January 6th pipe bomber be identified and brought to justice? The January 6th pipe bomber is already known. They know who it is. They know exactly who it is. It's a woman. And she works with the GOP. Yes, it will come out. It will come out. And we will not be surprised when her name is published. But she's not going to be brought down until after. She'll be one of the last ones. And it'll only be after other people have been brought down that are in Congress. Because that's how high up the food chain she is. Yes, she will be. She will be brought. She will be caught. She's already known. But her name will be brought out after other prominent Republicans are brought down. Not until then, because she's a prominent Republican. Okay, last question. Denny would like to know what's going to happen to the churches when people can no longer tithe. What's going to happen to the churches when people can no longer tithe? Then you're going to see a changing of ideology. Then you're going to see a more forceful approach of the church. You're going to see the more hellfire and brimstone preaching. Instead of prosperity preaching, it's going to go back to fear preaching, because they need to get you in there one way or another. If they can't get you in there telling you that if you believe in this God, you're going to be rich, then they got to get you in there by telling if you don't believe in this God, you're going to be dead. So when people can no longer tithe to support the churches, the ideology will change. It will go from prosperity back to fear. They will do whatever they can to fill the seats. All right, guys. This has been Tea Time with Tanya for this Monday. This Samhain Monday. Happy Halloween, everyone. And again, if you can, help our homeless brothers and sisters in the Baltimore, Maryland area by donating to aprilshowers.org. APRYLSHOWERS.org. Thank you, guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. Happy Monday.